Up first, Radiance in Indian Skies, the Tejas Saga. If you've already bought the book, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So I'd like to welcome Air Marshal Philip Rajkumar, and he's retired. He's a retired Air Marshal, and he spent 9 years in the program from 1994 to 2003. He was given the onerous task of setting up the infrastructure and preparing for flight testing the two technology demonstrator aircrafts. And the National Flight Test Center was set up by him in 1994, which has since performed 5,000 prototype test flights safely. Given his long association with the program, he was eminently qualified to chronicle the journey of the Tejas from concept to entry into service. This book is also written by B.R. Srikanth. So I really like you all to put your hands together and give Air Marshal Philip Rajkumar a roaring round of applause. And I'm going to hand it over to you, sir.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'll just hold out this book, which is all about the journey of the Tejas from a concept to entry into squadron service with the Indian Air Force. I spent 9 years in the program, as the person who introduced me said. And I set up this program, and I was fully involved in the development of the 4 technologies which are in this aircraft, which is the fly-by-wire system, the glass cockpit, composite materials in the airframe, and computerized monitoring of the general utility systems. These are 4 new technologies being attempted for the first time in India in a single prototype, so the risks were many. We had help from Lockheed Martin of the United States and British Aerospace in the United Kingdom. But in 1998, the Pokhran explosion, after that, all the help from the Western countries was taken away. In spite of that, after 31 months of long struggle, we flew the aircraft on the 4th of January 2001. And after completing 5,000 accident-free flights, it is now flying in the Indian Air Force, and probably in the Indian Air Force it has already clocked about 3,000 flights, and the accident-free record continues. So this book is all about that journey, and it pays tribute to a huge team of people. There are many hundreds and hundreds of men and women who have worked on this program for 30 years. It is the most criticized project in Indian aviation history. The print media, the electronic media, the politicians, the laymen, everybody criticized the project, saying it was taking too long and thousands of crores have been wasted. But the point is that you first have to build the technology base and thereafter launch the program. We said we launched the program without a technological base. So that technologies were proved only in 2004, and then the aircraft entered into service in 2019, which is 15 years, which is par for the course. Also, from 1986 till the time the naval LCA landed on the Vikramaditya, on the carrier Vikramaditya, the total amount of money was spent was 14,200 crores, which you divide by 34 comes to 420 crores a year, which is a very small amount for a country like India. And we built 17 prototypes, completed 5,000 test flights, and put it into service. So thank you for your patience, and I hope some of you at least will read and enjoy the book. Thank you.
Do we have any questions?
Hello. Sir,
Yes, please.
do you still use G engine or autonomous engine?
Well, we are still using the General Electric 404 engine, because the Kaveri engine program, which we started simultaneously, has not fructified as yet. So now we are entering into a collaboration with General Electric to produce the 414 engine in India. You know, Prime Minister Modi and President Joe Biden, right at the moment, are talking about this very program in Delhi. So right now, we don't have an indigenously developed engine yet.
Okay, thank you.
How much is the defense working with the IITs and the other engineering institutions to actually build as much indigenous technology as possible? Or will we be dependent on the emerging technologies to arrive from the West for us?
When we started the program, as I told you, we lacked the technological base, so we had to take help from foreign consultants. But the Tejas program involved, as I said, hundreds of men and women, 300 small, 5 PSUs and 295 small and medium enterprises. We have worked very closely with academia, with the IITs and the Indian Institute of Science. And the technological base has been built up, so now we can handle the flight controls by ourselves, we can handle the composite materials by ourselves, we can make the glass cockpit. Everything is ours. The Tejas aircraft has got 4 million lines of software code sitting in it. All of it is developed in-house. It's on our intellectual property. So we've come a long way, and hopefully in the next 5 or 10 years, we'll be even more self-reliant.
So it said that Tejas is India's most successful program. Do you agree?
Yes, so far it has been India's most successful aeronautical development program. That's right.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Let's give Air Marshal Philip Rajkumar as well as BR Srikanth a big round of applause. Thank you so much. That was quite interesting. And requesting Benedict to kindly stay back on the stage to kindly felicitate our speakers. Thank you. Once again, please put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen, for both of them. Thank you so much.